What if the most valuable asset in global sports, the World Cup, was being sold off without anyone really knowing? That's exactly what's happening inside FIFA right now, and it's sparking a firestorm of betrayal, power struggles, and existential questions about the future of football. Let me break this down for you. Here's a situation where the people running the show are literally turning on their own boss, and it's not just about money. It's about control, legacy, and whether football is becoming a corporate playground. Let's start with Kevin Lamour, FIFA's COO, who recently called out Gianni Infantino for deceiving staff about this sell-off plan. Now, think about that for a second. The COO of an organization is basically the second in command, right? But here he is, saying he and his colleagues were kept in the dark for months about a plan that could change football forever. That's not just a breach of trust, it's a leadership crisis. What does it say about Infantino's management style when even his closest allies feel blindsided? And more importantly, why would someone in that position risk their job to speak out? Because they believe the stakes are higher than their own careers. Then there's Carlos Cordeiro, Infantino's senior advisor, who quit over this. This isn't just another resignation, it's a full-blown rebellion. Cordeiro's background as a Goldman Sachs banker adds a layer of credibility here. He's not some idealist, he's a guy who's seen how financial deals can destroy industries. And he's calling this $20 billion sale a bad deal for football. But here's the kicker, FIFA already has billions in reserves. Why sell a piece of the World Cup, football's crown jewel, when they don't need the money? It feels like a desperate move to fund something else, or worse, to line pockets outside the sport. Now, let's talk about the investors. The anchor investor here is Joshua Kushner, whose family has deep ties to the Trump administration. This isn't just about money, it's about influence. Imagine a private equity firm with political connections getting a permanent stake in the World Cup. What does that mean for how the tournament is run? For who gets to make decisions? It's not just about profit margins anymore, it's about who controls the narrative of the game itself. And don't forget the member federations. They are being offered $20 million each to support the sale, but they are also being asked to sign off on a future where they might lose their say. It's a classic power play, cash now or influence later. But what if they take the money and then realize they've handed away their autonomy? Football has a history of corruption, but this feels different. This is institutionalized betrayal, and it's happening in plain sight. Here's what's really fascinating, the people speaking out aren't just whistleblowers, they are former allies of Infantino. Lamour was part of his inner circle during his 2016 election campaign. Cordeiro worked alongside him for years. Their dissent isn't just about policy, it's about a fundamental shift in values. They are not against change, they are against selling out. So what does this mean for football's future? If this sale goes through, we're looking at a World Cup that's no longer owned by the people who love the game but by investors who see it as a financial asset. That's not just a threat to the sport's soul, it's a warning to every organization that puts profit above principle. And honestly, I don't think we've seen the last of this. This is just the beginning of a reckoning for FIFA, and football fans worldwide are going to have to decide whether they are okay with watching their favorite game become a corporate experiment.